Yes, people, welcome to LFC Red Forever channel. Do you ever come on a stream and then like feel so disappointed with the ownership and everything that's happening around your football club to the point like nobody cares? It's just it looks like to me nobody cares about Liverpool Football Club ownership. It's like the ownership is against Liverpool Football Club. It's weird. And then you hear about the Salah thing now. Oh man, there's lots to talk about today. Lots to talk about. Please hit that subscription button, notification button, like button, all that good stuff. And let me bring in my right hand man, my brother, of course. We've known each other since we were kids, so let's bring him on. What's going on, Anton, man? It's been a horrendous day, bro. Horrendous. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Yeah, I just went silent. I didn't know what I did. That's still the same, man. I'm hearing we're trying to get Salah on that, you know what I mean? And I thought when Liverpool was trying to get Jerry Duku about 2 years ago, wasn't it? And then he's gone you know what, bro? It's unreal. And you know another one as well. Remember, I don't know if you remember from the first one you started doing, I was mentioning Mohamed Kudus. I always like this player. Yeah, bro. He's got to go. What's down? Oh, all these players, man. Jeez.
It's crazy stuff, bro. Bro, is your mic okay? Because I don't hear you like normal, man. Is it just me? Can you hear me properly?
I can hear you perfect.
Yeah, something's not right coming the other way. Yeah. It's a bit low. Like, it's a bit low. I don't know, man. It's not like your normal mic. I don't know if you turned the headphones on or... But before then, let's start with the first thing, which is the transfer. You know what I mean? I can't believe what I'm hearing, bro. Like, this football club is finished, man. There's no way back. You know what I mean? It's so bad, there's no way back, mate. But let's start this. I'm even going mad now. And I don't know, bro. Like, I'm so like not happy. It's unreal, bro. Like with this ownership, like it looks like the care of the club is just disappearing. You know what's sad? Saudis are like having a go at us. Like one is coming in, the other one is coming in, the other one is coming. Chelsea, people don't even understand. Chelsea's investors are Saudis as well. I mean, that's a dodgy club as it is. So if you think about it in a way, why are they going after another club? Why do they have to bring down Liverpool Football Club? Think about it, Anne. There's Man City, there's Man United, there's Chelsea, there's other teams. Why does it have to be our club that's been like being the punching bag?
Because these people came in to buy our club before, and these guys messed them around. They're like, you know what? We're gonna fuck you up from the inside now. All we're gonna do is start buying taking your players and giving them money, and then you have nothing. What do you do then? Because I don't see any other way. And you're saying it like that. I'm just saying it's coming to me now. I'm thinking, you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the way they're doing it that way. They say, you know what? We're going to try them from the inside. If you can't take them from that side, we'll take them from the inside. We'll just give them offers that they can't refuse, and they'll come.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy. With Mo Salah, if we lose him, the worst part of it is like. We're losing like one of probably the best player we got. So if we're gonna lose the best player we got, we haven't even got anyone ready to even take his place. And you know how these parasites owners that we got, what they do, they'll get the money, they'll say, you know what, we ain't ready to buy a player. We'll have to wait until January or probably next summer. Next summer will be a big summer. Next summer, you know how they usually do it. And then you get those deluded fans that believe what they say. We're in trouble, bro. Like I said to you, every Saudi club is coming to Liverpool. You know why? Because the rest of the clubs in the Premier League, like Arsenal, Man City, Man United, whatever it is, they're all going to be Saudis. Don't forget that Arsenal. What's the name of the stadium? Remind me, Anton. What's the name of the stadium?
It's called Emirates.
Who pays them? There you go. Then Newcastle, who owns them? Man United, who's going to own them? Man City, you never hear any other team. It's just Liverpool Football Club that's getting targeted.
Taking over, man.
Oh my goodness!
Usually put all their pieces on the board, and when it's right time to strike, bam. What's going on? And then the Premier League will be like Division 1 again, and it'll be Championship will be the best league. Oh
Yeah.
God.
And I think there's something wrong with your mic, bro. I'm telling you, there's something right with your mic. Yeah, it's not like normal. Like I could,
Yeah.
it's
I
that's
don't
all
know
right
what.
though.
But I'll check it again.
Yeah, just put the volume up slightly or something. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, we've got big problems, bro. There's no coming back from this, and not only that, you know, like these parasites have already. Look, and we only got 1 week to go for the transfer window. We ain't buying no
Oh,
one, bro. We're a mess. We're an absolute mess. And how can this be defended? I don't understand why people defend this nonsense, man.
I
Every
don't know.
single time, it's a long way to go to the transfer window closes. Well, we've got a week to go. And Salah, and not only that, if the transfer window closes, Salah can still leave. No man, no footballer, people. You heard it here. No footballer will turn down 350 a week, a day, compared to 350 a week. He's getting
Is
that
that
in a
what they're
day,
doing?
Anton. A day.
They want to use it for
350
the
a day with that tax brand on, and he can't step in England after that, basically, because until the duration of the contract, 4-year contract, 350,000 a day,
350 a day. Are you mad? A week?
and he gets that in a week. So how's he gonna refuse that, Anton? Anton, we played the game. We know what we're worth here, but come on, bro, 350 a day compared to a week, and they're telling me the guy's gonna refuse that. Come on, man. It's over. It's over.
He's a Muslim boy. He's a good boy. You know, he's devoted Muslim. Come on, he'd be the star of the show. But yeah, see, we've got our guy now. He's in our league. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we're gonna give him the all the peas, bro.
I've never seen anything like this, man. But we're in trouble, bro. There's no way coming. Listen, we're in such a bad predicament. We can't come back from this. And I'm telling you, man.
Honestly, it's because of these people, man. These owners. If he goes, believe if we had something in place, like we had owners.
Exactly. Thank you, Anton. I was coming to that.
Take the money out of the pocket. You know what? We should invest because you know what? We're going to push this club forward. You know what I mean? And then money will come back another way. But if we push it forward, we're fans of this. We're going to back this. That's what it should be. No, these guys, like you said, parasites. Steal, take. Give a little, steal, take. Bro. Now Salah sees that. Now you see that the offer what these people are going to give him.
A day. What he gets in a week, a day without tax. Without tax. He gets tax for that 350. This one is no tax at all. No tax. Come on, bro. And he's gone to the city I was born in as well, Jeddah. He's gone down there. I can't believe it.
Jeddah.
I can't believe it, bro. We call it Jeddah. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. It's like you said, like what people need to, like, you need to put that in your head, people watching. Put this in your head, yeah. 350 a day without tax, that's first of all. You're at Liverpool Football Club at age of 31, going to 32. There's no ambition at your club. Do you think that person's going to stay? Think about it.
No. Say to the fans, what would you do, really and truly? I know your heart is in Liverpool. My heart's in Liverpool. Listen, your heart can still be Liverpool and you still can get 50 grand a week, you know? 50 grand a day, sorry. Your heart can still, I love Liverpool. But 350 grand a day, I can love you from afar. And the way my owners are going on, like my manager, my owners are going on like that, like how they going on. Come on, what's stopping me from going? Exactly. It's only the fans, like the fans are going to be like distraught. That's the only thing.
Oh man, let me get to the comments, and we'll discuss this further, man. It ain't ending here, mate. It ain't ending here, mate. I'm not having it anymore. I've sat back and be quiet as people want me to be about the ownership. Yeah, it's done. I'm done with this bullshit. Nurabit says, hit the likes. Yes, big up Nurabit. No vision from the ownership. There you go, bro. Like, big up Solo as well. Big up, bro. I've been saying it for a while. Big debate on Ends Man channel right now. I'll check it out later. I'll check it out through them. Much appreciated, brother. It's a mess. We're in a mess, and I mean we've been watching football for so long. We've been warning people about these owners, what they do. We worked in America. People don't understand. Me and Anto actually worked in football in America. You know what I mean? We know how these people work. I mean, obviously we've got friends that come over here and you know that they come on the channel and contribute. But I'm talking about in a sense of sports. We had remember Anton, they offered us scholarship when we was young to go down there, and I said that to you. They offered us a scholarship to go down there. Yeah, but it's a mess. It's a mess, man. Tony, he can't leave if we hold him to his contract. Yeah, of course we can't leave. But if a player is unsettled and wants to leave, you can't stop players, mate. You just can't. They will not play. They will just sit their contract out or something like that because you're destroying their life. And Salah is 31. His age ain't gonna reduce. He's getting older. So as you get older as a player, you don't improve. You reduce your performances. So I mean, listen, there's no loyalty in football anymore, people. Wake up to reality. There's no loyalty to football anymore. You need to move away from things like that. You know what I mean? Because the person is in love with Liverpool and all this stuff. It's all about this now. Money's coming to the game. You let these people come to your game, buy your clubs. Once they bought your clubs, it was the end game, in my opinion, because now they could take players whatever they want. Look at Chelsea, the way they laundry players. You think Chelsea is not owned by the Arabs as well? There you go. All their players are going down there. Newcastle. But the funniest thing is,
like it, but it's life.
But the funniest thing is, Anton, the clubs they own, like Newcastle, Man City, and that stuff, nobody goes for their players. Nobody, you don't see their players going to Saudi or anything like that, because they keep their players at the top, at the teams at the top, and the other teams to go lower than that. Liverpool is not Arab owned; we're American owned. Arsenal, obviously, we discussed it already. They're Emirates. That says enough. They get investors from Arabs as well. So the only club that's big, that's not Arab owned, is Liverpool Football Club. Don't forget, Man United is going to be bought out by Qataris eventually as well. So they're going to be in the mix.
Yeah,
they're not bothering them.
Offering 5 billion, but they're still stalling.
We're a mess, man. We're an absolute mess, man. I don't know where we're gonna go from here, and because like these owners, they don't buy players, bro. Like that we need. That managers always struggling every season. A lot of people are blaming the manager for what's happening and all that stuff, and it shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean?
Like, you know what? You know what they're blaming him for? You know what they're blaming him? Because he doesn't speak up.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
But this is why he signed the contract for Anton. He signed the contract, bro. He signed a contract that says you're gonna have money. He thought, okay, I'll start with no money. But if I juggle things,
because of that, you got. This is why I do get offended when people come at him and you think the other side, like outside the club, he does for the club.
Yeah.
Rival teams say things, this, that. But the guy's got nothing. He's not getting much, bro. He's not getting much. And say, he put 111 million. But that was just that. I think that's a smokescreen for. Come on, why did he go over him and Ted Bowley was together? Why were they together? Obviously, it was just that was a smokescreen. Say look,
he was never going to buy a Caicedo. He was never going to buy a Caicedo.
111, and we put 115. We'll sort it out. We'll give you some money. Come on, they're scamming the system, man.
How do we know him and Top Bowley ain't working together? You know what I mean? Just to screw Liverpool. Well, make the fans believe we was going for a player, but we was never going to get him anyway. I mean, just things like that. They could play games like that. Honestly, they could play games like that, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy like what we're experiencing, man. Yes, Jordy says, yo, big up, guys. Much appreciated, bro. Thanks for coming on and messages us as well. I don't know what to do, Anton. I've come to the point. Like, you look at David Olstein here. He says Etihad have a
concrete interest.
How is it? Concrete interest in signing Mohamed Salah from Liverpool. Saudi Pro League club making a renewed attempt to recruit a 31-year-old Egyptian international forward. Unclear at this stage if move will materialize. That's what I'm saying, Anton. If you look at what the guy is saying, they're not giving up, like you just said in the beginning. They are gonna keep going. I mean, I think they'll even go to the 150 mark. They might even go above that.
Bro, if they came in and said, "Look, we'll give you 150 million," would you take it?
FSG would take it. Look at Torres. Remember? You forgot about Torres? The way they did that? Come on, bro. Suarez. I mean, every star has left Liverpool Football Club to bigger money.
I'll be good for it, though. Don't get me wrong.
But they ain't gonna spend it, Anton. They ain't gonna spend it, bro. You know that they're not.
They know exactly what they're doing. They're so cunning, so sly. And then what they do is, because we then know we're a fan base that really love our club.
Yeah.
We'll moan and moan and moan, but they'll give us another carrot. Chew on that little carrot. Yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And then if it comes to it, we buy in the summer. They do the same thing. Remember I said to you last year, remember what I was saying?
Yeah.
They're gonna just do this, and they're gonna just pretend. Yeah, it's a smoke screen, smoke and mirrors. Yeah. We're gonna do it. Do it up, and then the player doesn't want to come off some. I can see it, man. I can see it. It's heartbreaking, man. But
and can you sort out the mic, man? So that something's not right, bro. I swear, there's something not right. Normally you're good. Your stuff. It's like it's very, very like I can't hear you properly for some reason. I don't think anyone can hear you as well. Try to turn it off. Try to turn it off and turn it back on or something.
I'll try.
I'll read this while the people are talking. People on the chat. Yeah, chat. Get busy, man, if you can. Mohammed from Central Goal says Mohamed Salah wants to leave Liverpool. Wow, Al Ittihad will offer him the highest paid salary in the league. Salah's strong religious beliefs are a very important factor in his decision. So there you go, bro. There you go. Oh, it's me. Okay. That's a strange one. And continue with the thing. Apparently it's me. It's not you. Let me check. Yeah. So with Salah, bro. If we lose him, what's gonna happen?
We're gonna implode, bro. We're gonna implode. He's our main player. He's our main source of goals.
Mm-hmm.
He makes most of the assists, or he make the assist before the assist. You know what I'm saying? He'll make a movement or something. He's our main guy for doing it. I don't see anyone else in the club can do that. And they're trying to get a Nunez now, yeah? Man City. This is someone we're trying to get before. It's again FSG, bro. Honestly.
Wow.
FSG, come off, bro. Just leave, man. Take the 5 whatever billions and just go, man. Put the club for sale and leave, because you're not gonna you're just doing this. You're just holding in there. A stalemate. You got a golden goose here in Liverpool, and you're not gonna let go. That's exactly what you're doing.
So, honestly, these owners have to sell now. Like, there's no coming back from this. It's come to the point now, like. We're in deep trouble because nobody wants us anymore. You know what I mean? Like every player wants to leave. There's no one to stay. I mean, but yeah, let me bring in Uncle Albert. You haven't met him yet, Anton. So we could prolong this actual conversation as well. Yeah, I'm worried, man. I'm really worried about Mo Salah, man. If he leaves, we're in deep trouble, man. Hang on. People, I'm bringing in Uncle Albert. Everybody knows who he is. He goes into other streams. He's a wonderful guy as well. So let's bring him in. Yeah, there you go. Uncle Albert, what's going on?
Yo, Fuzzy, how are you? I'm doing
good,
well.
Sir. I'm good, sir. We're just speaking about Mo Salah, mate. I saw you in the spaces. You was chatting with other Liverpool fans, mate.
Yeah.
How can a guy say no to 350?
Sorry?
Week? I mean, how can a guy say no to 350 a day? How can a guy say no to that?
It's difficult, as you can imagine. It's very difficult. I mean, I can't even begin to quantify that kind of money. 350 a day. That's lunacy, man. That's lunacy. I mean, I can't even. It's a huge dilemma, you know. And people keep trying to say that he has some sort of club legend status that there's a certain amount
loyalty
of money.
Gone.
Sorry?
Loyalty in football doesn't exist anymore. People need to realize
and
that.
And if you remember, my counter was, after all the loyalty club show to Henderson, what happened when the bag was put in front of him? It's a different kind of league. It's a different kind of league. If this story is true, 350K a day, that's crazy.
No tax, no tax.
That that is nuts. Like, that is absolute nuts. That's what,
I don't know.
like that's what, over 12 million is like over 12 million pounds a month, right?
Yeah.
How are you going to stop him from going? But I think at this point, if it's really true, what Liverpool should simply do is not to even negotiate this year, because we have 6 days left to the end of the transfer window, and we can't replace Mo Salah. How do you replace Mo Salah? How do you replace him?
But how can you like compete with the type of money as well? Like, think about it. Like,
he's
if
under
that
contract.
he will be unsettled, he will be throwing a tantrum, wouldn't he? Like,
he's under
Like
contract.
he did when he came off.
He's under
Like
contract.
he did when he was coming off.
We need time. We need time and money to replace him. You will never get another Mo Salah. You will never.
Nope.
But at least to go, like, But we can't simply accept money in 6 days and then let him go. And our owners. If you collect the money and they haven't replaced him by the 6th day, you think they're going to replace him before January? No, they're not going to do it.
Never.
No, they're going to say it.
No.
We're going to do it, and they won't do it. They won't. They're scum, these guys. I'm sorry.
No,
Scum.
they won't replace him. They won't replace him. As soon as the 6 days pass and the league starts, they'll tell you Ben Doak is his likely replacement.
Look at what Trudon is saying. Liverpool, the first legacy club to fall casualty to Saudi money. You're 100% right. Like, like I said in the beginning, Uncle Albert. What I said in the beginning was, first of all, how can a player say no to that type of money? And second of all, how can you keep a player who's ambitious in a club that's not ambitious at the same time as well? You get what I'm saying, Uncle Albert? Like, we're not ambitious.
Well,
if we was ambitious, we would have got like two or three more players. You know what I mean, compared to the 9 that left. But we haven't even done that.
You are spot on. This morning I was reading that we are now trying to buy a player called Mats Wifa. Who the hell is Mats Wifa? So I had to go Google before I found out he's a DM who plays for Feyenoord, and that's not the way Liverpool should be going. We started from Jude Bellingham. Now we are at Mats Wifa. 71 different midfielders later, we are at Mats Wifa. Unbelievable.
Can you believe?
And they say that his value is like 15 million pounds. And let me guarantee you, Liverpool is going to go and bid 10. Then we'll build 10.5, 10.1. We'll go until we get to 13, and we'll say he's not as good as Bacetic. So we won't, and then somebody will come and get him. That's what we do.
Uncle Albert, like, I was asking Anton as well, where do we go from here? I mean, like, I don't think we're going to be spending that money, even if it comes in anyway, as we did it in the past. You know what I mean? And the worst part of it, in my opinion, guys, where's the plan? Like, what's the plan for this season? What are we even doing? Each time I'm getting sympathizers for FSG, there's only a week to go. Then there's 1 day to go. How long can we wait for players to come through the door? I mean, the league is the transfer is almost done now. The transfer window, and we still haven't got players in place.
We are simply gonna go as and when, along as and when, and like I thought we will be. That as we speak now, we are in the Atamelo zone. Okay, so we are in the Atamelo zone. So we are now basically kicking and screaming and trying to go beyond what do you call it? Go strive hard to get a player, any player. Right now, that's where we are. So we've gotten Mr. Miyagi to come and teach the karate kids. We've gotten that sorted out. Now we're going to, we've gotten Mr. Miyagi to come and sort out the karate kids. We've done that. Now we know we need some more players, so we're gonna look somewhere, basically go get some cut price, whatever.
Of course,
and then,
100%.
And then we bring him in, and then we'll be sold the narrative that he's the best thing since the wheel was invented and all that. That's what we're going to do. That's where we are. I don't see
Smoke and mirrors.
anything.
Smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to do.
Yeah. It's a sleight of hand thing
Uncle
that we're
Albert,
doing.
I know you had this thought towards FSG before, like you like agreeing with what they were doing when they tried to get the Caicedo deal over the line. Me and Anton already said that I don't even know if they were gonna buy him anyway. I mean, they probably them and Todd Bowley probably spoke, and let's pretend like Liverpool's doing some business, and they were never gonna do business anyway. But where do you stand with FSG now, man? Because that's what I want to speak about. Because I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough.
I've
Now.
always said that those people shouldn't be our owners because they are not ambitious. They are not supporters. They are not fans of Liverpool.
No.
They think that Liverpool is a real estate project. Okay, that's what they think. So they shouldn't own Liverpool because they don't have the feelings that you and I have when we lose. They don't.
Uncle Albert, doesn't that come from the fans as well? Shouldn't the fans who always say Liverpool is different from other clubs, we're emotionally involved in the club? If your owners are not emotionally involved in your club, why are you supporting this type of owners then?
It's a difficult conundrum because some of the fans who visit Anfield, some of the fans feel grateful, in quotes, that these people have carried out, they've done some improvement to the ground, yada, yada, yada.
Oh,
and
that's what they do in every club.
That's called the Florence Nightingale effect.
It's absolutely true. Right?
These guys.
But what they are not aware of is that these are people who bought a club that was in trouble for 300 million pounds, and because of the legacy of Liverpool and the goodwill that Liverpool brings, they've increased that investment in 12 to 13 years. Yes, they've increased it 15-fold. Yeah. Okay, today Liverpool is worth easily 4.5 billion. 100%. And if they had bought AFC Hillingdon or they had bought Forest Green Rovers, it won't be worth this kind of money. So they owe us. All right. I think that the sooner these people are gone, the better. But I was 100%. In favor of them spending the money to get Caicedo because it was a statement signing that said something to our supporters, said something to rival fans and everything. But you see, for those of you who suspected then was a trick, how can I sit here and say you were not right? How can I sit here and say you were not right?
Exactly, you're spot on. Yeah, that's
right.
True.
Because Posey, you were saying that in the chat that those people were not going to pay anything. You didn't believe.
How many times do I have to say that?
I already knew it. As I sit here now, I can't argue with you, right? Because I just can't. So that's what I would have wished that they had bought Caicedo, and I would have said, Posey, you see what I told you that, but I can't say that. So. As far as I'm concerned, and where most of us have always been, those people are not. Look, they've just reacquired Melwood. They claim they are going to turn it into a center for the women. Why do you think they're doing that? They just want to add value. The day they sell the thing, they say we have a women's training center. We have this, we have Kirkby, we have that. They add it all up and say, boom, give us a certain amount and let's go and buy whatever we want to buy in Las Vegas. As far as we are concerned as Liverpool fans, where they are going is not enough. Now, I'm gonna say something.
Go on.
If we lose against Newcastle on Sunday, watch the scramble that will happen to get any kind of player to quieten the meltdown that will follow that loss. If we don't lose, they'll sell a narrative. We told you Mr. Miyagi was the best defensive midfielder since Holzenbein. That's what they tell you. Those people, we might as well have been owned by David Blaine, right? Those people are the sleight of hand owners. And at this rate, if you're on pressure medication like I am, don't waste your time with these people.
Don't worry, I went through depression. You could ask Anton when I was a kid. Don't worry, Albert. Like, we knew each other since we was like kids. I mean, but I went through the 90s. We went through the 90s all the way to now, and we went through every stage at Liverpool Football Club, and still going.
The Moore family, the Little Woods guys, they were fans of Liverpool.
And look at what they've done to us. They sold us to those Cowboys.
Yes, and then even they look at what they did. They owned the club for what 60 years. Right?
They owned the club fully from 1991, but they used to own half of the club from 60,
Right.
60
And
years.
then look at what David Moore finally did after his dad died. He quickly cashed out to those racketeers.
The Cowboys,
You know, so as far as I am concerned, as many of us are concerned, I don't want Mohamed Salah to be sold with 6 years, 6 days left in the window.
It's mad.
What kind of rubbish is that?
That's not even American for me. That's American there. That's American thinking for me, mate. Honestly, guns blazing. It's okay. It's all right. We'll go and buy another player. They just don't. I don't think they've got the cojones or the intelligence for it. But they've got the intelligence to make money. Believe that. But these guys, absolute snakes, man. Absolute snakes. I don't want them in the club, man.
The thing is, Anton, what I want to ask both of you as well, yeah? Like, we tried to buy, what's his name? Caicedo for 111 million, yeah? Where's that freaking money gone? Where is it? If you have that money, you should be spending it, shouldn't you? If you can't get Caicedo, go and get a couple of players or something.
The next day, we should have got players. We should have got players. Should have got players in the next day.
Exactly.
So you didn't. I like him, but Endo, I'm sorry.
Right, you didn't get Caicedo, you didn't get Lavia. You still have changeover from buying Mr. Miyagi. Start attacking Kimmich. Start attacking players that becomes a statement signing for the club.
Exactly.
Okay, tell us that we didn't get Caicedo, we are going after Kimmich. Tell us we didn't get Caicedo, we are going after Zubimendi. Tell us we didn't get Caicedo. We are even now we are throwing down the gauntlet. We are going after Valverde or we are going after Tchouaméni.
Exactly.
No. Now they've gotten Endo. They claim he jumps higher than everybody else. He's the captain of Japan. He's the captain of Stuttgart. Okay, all right. Mercedes is manufactured in Stuttgart. We get it. Okay. So next, because we can't play with only a first 11. Now we are being linked to Mats Wifa.
Who the hell is that?
I actually had to
final little white guy with curly hair.
Right, to tell
is he good, Anton?
To tell you that he's a defensive midfielder so you know that's another banger from Pep Linders in preparation for when Klopp leaves. There's something wrong with Liverpool, man, and if it's not resolved, we are going to find ourselves a mid-table team. We are going to do that.
You're spot on, Uncle. But like, it's come to the point, people. Like, what you need to understand, we're going down. We're not going up anymore. We're going down, and there's so much you could hold on to as well when you're going down. Players are already rejecting us right now. I mean, our own players have left us because we haven't got no ambitions, and now we've got the superstar, Mohamed Salah, that could leave. You know what I mean? So after that, what can we do? We're not going to get any better. No one wants to come to Liverpool Football Club. I mean, that's what you got to look at as well. But let me read the comments before we go on, guys. Gary says, damn, I only just seen this. Big up, Gary, man. Thanks for coming on. I'm just worried, man. I don't think like we've got any way out of this issues we're having, man. Because Salah is going to leave. I'm convinced now. And I can't see it any other way. No man, no human, no anything can deny that money that he's getting. No.
350k a day. Every 24 hours, 350k. Oh, it's a joke, man.
Yeah, I mean, what do? Do you go back home to your wife and tell her, sweetie, I'm a patriot, so I rejected 350k a day? He's going to tell you, get the fuck out of my bed and go and get the money back and come back.
Go get the money. Go get it now.
Out.
Go.
It's a worrying situation, guys. I'm really, really worried, man. Today I was just sitting down thinking about everything, like, and how far like we've dropped under these ownerships, and this poor manager. I'm looking at him like in every interviews and every game I watch him. His demeanor has changed, guys. He doesn't look happy anymore. You know, like the day Jurgen Klopp walks off, it's going to be the final nail of Liverpool Football Club. I'm telling you guys right now, because there's no other manager like this that could work miracles like this guy has done. And I'm worried. I'm really worried now.
Because he's part of the problem. He's not part of the solution.
But the thing
Why?
is, I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree
Yeah.
with you with the part of the problem bit. But what you need to understand, I keep telling people, look back at his first interview. Look back at the people who rejected us. They told them they don't have the money. That's why they got the likes of Brendan Rodgers and Kenny Dalglish to manage this club. I mean, they told these managers, we don't have the finance powers like Man City, Man United, and all that stuff. We only got this little budget. If you could work with it, the job is yours.
100%.
Angelotti said, fuck
And the
off.
rest of them will work with
Other
it.
managers said, go away. Klopp is the only one that could do that because why? Because he worked under those restrictions in his previous clubs. So he agreed to this when he first came. But the worst thing that's happened to FSG, we overachieved. Now we want success on a continuous basis, which they can't maintain, but they're still here.
They can't
And
maintain
you
it.
see, Fozzy, the thing is this: no matter what anybody says, we are in a position. Let me just forget about everything else and come to this 110 minus 16. Okay, let's just do that.
Yeah.
110 minus 16. If I were to be really, really modest,
Yeah.
110 minus 16 should be able to get us at the very least a decent defensive midfielder and a left centre back, which we absolutely require to go where we want to go this season. Because you can't tell me that West Ham, right, have been able to do the kind of purchases that they've done. They bought Edson
Deals, yeah.
Alvarez. Edson Alvarez.
Can't believe
What
it.
stops us from
Oh,
getting
that's
Edson?
Anton actually, Anton bashed for him. He said, "Why don't we go after him?" But this was about a few streams ago. He did say it.
What stopped us from getting Musa Diaby? What stopped us from getting Musa Diaby? Because we know that Salah is going to go. One day or the other, he's going to
Of
go.
course, he's at the age. He's at the age.
What stopped us from Musa Diaby? Look at what Musa Diaby is doing at Aston Villa. So if we meet Aston Villa and they cook us, whose fault is it? Right?
Mm-hmm.
What stopped us from getting this kid
Kudus.
sorry?
The one is it Kudus? The
Yeah,
guy
Mohamed Kudus. Today he scored a hat-trick.
I can't believe Anton even mentioned him as well. And I remember Uncle Albert, you mentioned him as well. I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
today he scored a hat-trick against Ludogorets. Today. And Liverpool actually sent scouts to follow him at the World Cup. So what did they see? What
They
did they see?
they saw something, and FSG, they gone back to them and they've gone, no. I'm telling you, that's why these guys, what they called, Edwards and that, that's why they've gone. They went. There's a reason why they went, because they were like, you know what, these guys are so tight, and I don't think it's going to work here. We need to go. That's why they all left.
How can you work with that?
West Ham are buying the kid for £35 million. West Ham are buying him for £35 million. So what is it that we can't afford? Somebody tell me.
And you talked about this guy, Uncle Albert. You said he could do the Salah role. He could do a midfield role. He could do a striker role. 100%. He could do all those roles, and he could score goals at the same time as well. Isn't this the type of player you're looking for?
Fozzy, I will send you the video highlights of where he plays. He plays the same place as Salah plays. But the thing with Kudus is he can play everywhere across midfield and even as a centre forward.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Right? So what do we have to lose? Given that we are a team where our coach can start our centre forward at fullback. Remember where this guy Bobby Firmino used to play? Bobby Firmino was playing as a wing back. Remember?
Yeah.
Back in the day. So there's nothing. The only thing I haven't seen Klopp do is to ask a centre forward to be a goalkeeper. That I haven't seen. But even our goalkeeper has come into the box and scored goals to qualify for Champions League. So I've seen it all. So instead of them faffing around and now linking us with Matt's fucking Wifa, who I had to Google before I found out that he wasn't actually a fruitcake. Now they are going after him. So what? Like I told you guys, we will land ourselves in the mellow zone. Remember that the period has been open since July 1st, right? Is it July 1st that the window was open?
Yeah.
I told you from that time, remember, I told you we will put ourselves in the mellow zone. Now we are in the mellow zone. 6 days to the thing. Now our director of whatever it is he calls himself is off the cheap weed. He's off the cheap Moroccan hashish, and now he's actually trying to find a player. It's shocking.
It's a mess. It's a mess, man. It's a mess. Like we're gonna struggle to get out of as well, guys. You know what I mean? I'm worried.
The only thing we didn't manage to do, which was a blessing to us, was to buy Mason Mount. That was a blessing.
Yeah. Gary says, judging by recent targets we chased, if we sell, we ain't getting anybody, but John W. Henry will get another yacht. Yeah, we know that. We know what he does, mate. He buys another. So the thing I don't understand here, for a person that doesn't spend a lot of money, why are you still buying other clubs? I mean, it's a strange one. That it's very, very strange. But then again, you look at Boston, they complain about the same thing we're complaining. I mean, even that's their baby. I mean, that's the thing they started with. If that doesn't prove to these FSG lovers something ain't right, I don't know what will anymore. I honestly don't know what will.
Honestly, you see the FSG lovers, I think they're getting paid as well. I think they're getting
some of them.
I think they're getting some money, man.
Bro, some of them are on, they won't criticize FSG because they won't get their what do you call it, their exclusives and their trips, the free seat on the plane. The
free seats next to you in the stadium.
And the seats for £9.
Yep.
Yeah, the free seats on the plane to Singapore and what have you, that plane is big. There are some free seats on it. Some people get to occupy it. And, for some of us, we just call it like it is. We just want to see our team do well. Our team match up with the Arsenals and the Man Cities. I mean, look at Man City. They just quietly get in there and get it done. And they just get in there, get it done. Manchester City have gone and bought Guardiola. Guardiola cost them £77 million. So why couldn't we have bought Guardiola? But Klopp asked for Guardiola in January. He was told it was too expensive. He was told it was too expensive. Nobody even went to sit down to bargain. Nothing. Then, look, if we were serious, why didn't we trigger the release clause of Inacio? Because that was a 39 million euro clause we could have triggered. Now it's gone to 60 million. So we're just not serious. So you will see them buying another, another toasted bread with, I can't believe it's not butter. And then they'll tell you it's a left centre back. Yeah, that's what they're doing.
That's true. That's true. Like Klopp can turn players to anything they want. That's how they see it. I mean, it's crazy, man. But look at Mateus Nunes now. Manchester City is chasing this 24-year-old.
So give him the time. If he can actually turn a player, if he can actually turn water into wine, at least humor him with the time. The man said, I want all my players before preseason. I want to take them through that you take them through. You have waited until 3 days before the time, and you are going to get him somebody from Mars, right? And when you bring the person from Mars, you will tell us we are all Martians now. God save their souls, because it's getting hairy. We are getting to a point where, for those of us in the States, we wake up later than than Europe. Every time you wake up in the morning, you try to read Liverpool news, your heart starts pounding.
Yes.
I mean,
Same here.
What kind of crap and nonsense is that?
Uncle Albert and Anton, like the amount of years we all supported Liverpool, innit? It's heartbroken. It breaks your heart when you see like clubs that don't deserve this success get it in abundance. But us who support our team through thick and thin, rain, whatever it is, wherever in the world they are, we still outnumber other fans with our fan base. But these people, they just take the piss out of us again and again and again, and then we just take it like it's a norm now. It shouldn't be a norm.
I walked into a store, Antos. I'm sure you know Dick's Sporting Goods, right?
Yeah.
Dick's Sporting Goods. and I wanted to buy replica for a friend. So a Real Madrid replica for a friend. And when I got to the replica section, you know, the Man City ones were there, dime a dozen, right?
Wow.
You know the ones that you couldn't find? Liverpool and Manchester United.
Wow.
Right? Everyone else had Spurs, had their shirts there. Everything else was there. And I at one moment I thought, let me take pictures and post them and see how popular Liverpool and Manchester United are as teams that have heritage and you know, like the gravitas to say we are EPL teams, right? So if you're a Liverpool supporter, you are proud of our heritage, and then you get our owners doing us like this. It's not right. It's not right. Because whatever you say about Man United, they buy foolishly. I mean, they've just paid £72 million for a kid with a stress fracture in his back. I don't know how that boy
is crazy.
I don't know how he passed the medical. I don't know how he did that.
None of us do, Uncle Albert. None of us do. So you can see Man City is chasing Matheus Nunes. That's the player we wanted last season that we didn't go through with. I don't know why. It's just a common occurrence with Liverpool Football Club. You don't need to. I mean, I don't even need to read this. You can see like Manchester City is chasing him, and obviously Wolverhampton rejected their £47 million. So I'm assuming Manchester City will come in again, probably with an improved offer.
You know why they rejected it, right?
Go on.
Because they paid £43 million for him.
So it's not much profit.
You see, the truth with Matheus Nunes is that he was being brought to Liverpool.
Yes, originally, yeah.
And Jorge Mendes, because of the relationship he has with Liverpool, because he sells us a bunch of players, Klopp apparently said he wasn't sure about the guy. So he said, okay, let me take him to Wolves. And then a year later, we buy him. So the plan was for us to get him this year.
Yeah.
Along the line somewhere, we started putting up publications that he wasn't good enough. Where they got that from, only God knows. So this it's the same thing we are doing with Andre. It's the same fucking thing we're doing with Andre.
Yeah. Right? I've even heard today Liverpool was never interested. That's what I've heard as well.
And you see, so when you get desperate and you go back to him, then the player says, fuck off. You said you were never interested in me. What are you calling me now for?
Prime example, Lavia.
Amrabat. We fucked around with Amrabat in January. Told him he was coming. We didn't even mind him anymore. Same thing with Feyenoord's, this same Feyenoord's captain, Koshkun, the Turkish guy. We told him not to go to Benfica. We were going to come and get him. We didn't get him. We didn't get Thuram. We haven't gotten Kone. Gabriel Viega. It keeps going on and on and on. So when do players come to you, come to the realization that we are not a serious team? That's why we have Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah. The guy who's never there. You know what I mean? He's never going to be there anyway. So
that's why we have Mr. Miyagi.
He's only got a couple of months left anyway. Like,
he doesn't have anywhere to go. So we are always going to get players who don't have anywhere to go.
That's bad, man. Says,
at this rate, why didn't we sign players like Tillemans, Ward-Prowse?
What mean the free transfers, Uncle Albert? You mean the free transfers that's available at the time? Yeah.
At this rate, we should have targeted the free transfers since we are cheap. We should have gotten the fucking cheapos.
100%.
You're right.
100%.
Because at least Klopp would have had them. At least Jurgen Klopp would have had them in time for him to put them through their paces in the preseason and everything. We actually played a player a day after he fully arrived at Liverpool. We played Endo one day after he had registered. Do you honestly think Endo even had a single training session with the team?
Nope.
Because he can't train with the team if he's not registered.
And you know what convinced me, guys? Like we're getting more players. It's the way Klopp spoke to him when he came, when he was in the changing room. We need you. We need you. That's what I'm saying. We need you badly. You know what I mean? I'm glad you came. Like that's a sign that's telling you there's no more players coming.
You know what I mean? Without any prejudice to the guy, and I don't want to be the person to prejudice any Liverpool player. He was an afterthought. You don't need to be a druid to figure that out. You don't need to be a sorcerer or a magician to figure out that he was an afterthought.
Yeah.
Right? Because Klopp himself told us that he had to convince the owners that even though the guy is 30, he's going to. And you see, when you listen to Jurgen Klopp,
Yeah.
you can deduce a lot about what happened behind the scenes from what he says and what he doesn't even say.
Yeah.
Okay. And he did say last week that they had to convince the ownership to depart from their usual model of only buying players who are not more than 23, blah,
The
blah, blah,
age
blah.
range, yeah.
Right. He said all that and said, oh, he's a good player, yada, yada, yada. It means that should tell you he was an afterthought. That should tell you there were other players that they wanted that for some reason they've either
You
rejected
couldn't
us
get them.
or they've been faffing around crying over 5 million here, 2 million there, million here.
Well, and you got anything to add to that, man, before we move on? Because like we've got a lot to speak about still, bro. But I don't know what. One second, let me just read Trudon's message. He says the worry is Alisson, VVD, even Trent might say stuff this soon enough. They might to win, so they might want to win, and Liverpool are not looking to compete yet. That's what I said in the beginning, Trudon. I said that like it's come to the point we ain't competing at anything. I mean, not the league, not even the cups anymore. We're not, I mean, now we're not even competing in the transfer market. Even teams who are below us are still like outspending us. Isn't that alarming enough? People like,
yeah, more ambitious. They are more ambitious.
You know what the problem that we have right now, Fozi, is this: if Alisson demands to leave.
Look, hang on, okay, but let me say something to you. I said this. We've been out of spoke of obviously before we started. I said, you look at these players' ages. Majority of them, they're in their prime, peak prime, innit? They're coming to the latter stage of their age. Do you guys think they want to stay at Liverpool at age of 30, 31, 32, not competing for titles, while they should be competing for titles at that age right now? Like you just said about Alisson. Alisson, I think they bid for him this week. Is it this week? One of the Saudi clubs, Al Nassr.
Yeah.
And then it was rejected. So I'm assuming they will come back again. And if they offer something similar to Salah's wages, do you guys think Alisson will stay at Liverpool Football Club?
Hell no. Hell no.
Why should he?
Why would you stay?
Why would he stay? Exactly. Why would he stay? You know, and you got owners like that. Why would he stay? There's no reason why Salah should stay. This is the truth. I'm being real.
People need to wake up. People need to wake up to end. Like they're at the age now. They're at the age now.
Every single one of us here right now, if we're playing for Liverpool and this whole nonsense is all going on all the time, and these Saudis come in for you, and it was giving you that money, you're like, you know what? I might as well just go get taste the money because you're not ambitious enough. If you're not ambitious, I'll play for £10 a week. But you're not ambitious.
We're not even in the Champions League anymore, guys. Everyone realize this. Like, we haven't got the right to tell the place to stay.
Pirates.
I mean, why should Alisson be playing Europa League?
There you go, Brent.
Why
the best goalkeeper in the world?
Yeah. Why should Salah be playing Europa League? Why should what's his face, Luis Diaz, Gakpo? Why should they be playing? Why should they be playing Europa League? Exactly, but that's where we put ourselves, isn't it? Well, that's where we put ourselves because of our lack of ambition, and we could have resolved this problem way back in January.
Way back.
We could have resolved it last year. We could have resolved it the year before. I mean, how do you win Champions League and you buy Adrian, Sepp Vandenberg?
Oh, that was the worst one. Oh no! And was it Elliot? Was it Elliot? Wasn't it?
Yeah, Harvey Elliott.
Yeah, it was Elliot.
Yeah, Harvey Elliott. Yeah. What a mess! What a mess! You know what? Uncle, you know what's worse about this? Like, if you just said that stuff, yeah. Every season, every single time Liverpool try to buy players, there's always an excuse behind not spending as well. Why is it always why do we have to make excuses every single time? This season is supposed to be the big season. Remember Uncle Albert and Anton? It's supposed to be the season we'll be spending money. Bellingham, all these players. What's happened?
Remember that chat they said? We've got money for generational talent. Remember that one? You got money for generational talent. That's what it's going to get.
If we were serious, if we're really serious, I bet you Bellingham is a Liverpool player this summer. If we're serious,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
The game has changed. Our owners have stayed Neanderthal. They've stayed static. They have done nothing. They've done nothing at all.
It's nothing to defend either.
We don't pay above a certain price. We don't pay this. We don't want to break the dressing room. Fuck. Do you honestly think the players of today give a damn what you pay anybody else?
Don't give a shit.
Hell no. Hell no.
They don't give a crap. They're coming to play for you. Pay me what I want. You deal with the other guys as much as you want. Pay them 10 times you pay me, but pay me what I want. End of story.
Exactly.
If we had offered Caicedo the same amount of money Chelsea were paying him, I bet you he comes to Liverpool.
I've heard about, you know, Albert just killed it there. I've heard Emmanuel Petit say it was never about him loving Chelsea, even Lavia. It was all about, you know, the money. If you match Chelsea with the money, he would have come to Liverpool, he said. Petit said, if you look at both clubs, who's in a better place, Chelsea or Liverpool, as a team that's going to compete? I mean, all we was missing is someone like Caicedo, someone like Lavia, and they would have competed for at least a title.
Stamford Bridge, you can't even take a league at Stamford Bridge. Why would you want to go there except for the money?
There you go. There you go.
Except for the money.
Joe says Liverpool are done this season if Salah goes, in my opinion. Melvin says we love you, Salah. We're trying our best, you know what I mean, to keep him, but you know, money talks. I mean, the love for the game, it doesn't exist anymore.
Mohamed Salah makes in 2 weeks, right? He covers what he makes at Liverpool for 4 months. Why would he want to stay?
Exactly.
Why would he want to stay? What kind of misplaced sense of patriotism is that? And if Mo Salah was your dad or your uncle or your cousin or whatever, and you were part of the multitude of people he looks after in Egypt, would you be advising him to stay?
Players are getting Rolexes when they come off the pitch now, man.
Exactly.
What do you get in England? Yeah, you get taxed.
Insult.
The founders give him a Rolex, man.
Rolex, mate. You know what I mean? They're getting Rolexes. Hans says,
he simply
I want to go there myself and be cleaner.
Yeah.
All he did was put in a tackle, right?
That's
a tackle that ended up winning them the match, and he gets a Rolex.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
You know. I'm
one second. But Hans says the closest guy that can possibly replace Mo is Mbappe, Vini, Mitoma, Musiala, and Mo cost like 200 million at least. I don't think Liverpool is ever going to go for these players. You know what I mean? We ain't that type of club. We've lowered our standards so much. We've become that club right now, and people can't see it. That's the worst part of it. I mean, until people see it, you know, and they start protesting against these owners.
You know what?
It's going to continue.
Right? The only way I see Mo Salah not going is if Mo Salah goes to FSG tonight with people and says, "Listen, if you don't go spend, I'm gone." I think he's going, you know. I think he's going.
He's gone. Come, Anton. Come on.
I think he's going, man. I think he's going.
There's no way he's staying after this. There's no way.
I think that if you've got ambition, you can match that. You can match something. He's already rich already. He's Muslim, man. Come on. They're humble people, man. He's got money already, so he's rich already. You don't need that. If you match him and say, you know what, because he did that, we're gonna get some players in. We're gonna feed cup. We're gonna give the team what they need.
Yeah.
But FSG, come on, if I'm Mo Salah, these guys, you know what these guys are gonna do? They're gonna come with some nonsense talk. Listen, I'm gone because you're not. Come on, we want the best for the team. I think you just want money, man. That's all you want. That's all you want. That's all you care about.
There's another thing we are not factoring. Mo Salah is the most popular sportsman in Arabia.
In Arab land, yeah.
He's the most popular sportsman. The Saudis are intending to win the bid to host the 2030 World Cup. They are planning to host it with Egypt. And the reason why they're trying to do it is because they know that Morocco are hosting it with Portugal and Spain. So they want a counterbalance to win the African vote.
Yes.
The headquarters of CAF is in Egypt.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
if Egypt are bidding for a World Cup tournament, they get 52 votes from Africa, except Morocco. End of story. Because Africans don't even like the Moroccans anyway. Because for a long time, they were trying to join the EU. It's a sore point for many African countries. So if they are competing with Egypt, it's not even a competition, because Egypt is one of the strongest African countries. They help everybody. So I mean, that 52 votes simply goes to the Saudi Arabian bit. The Asian countries also vote for Saudi Arabia, and the World Cup bid is over. Fuck Portugal, fuck Spain, fuck Morocco. It's done. Okay? So it's one of the reasons I want Salah. Salah becomes the face of that bid, and it's going to be very hard for them not to win.
100%. Let me read Trudon's. Trudon says Salah going sets us back, just like when Owen Torres was left. Yeah, I agree, mate. Because where the goal's gonna come from, you know what I mean? Unless these players that we got right now miraculously, you know, start scoring 30 goals a season each or something, you know what I mean? That's what we need.
Fuzzy, let me tell you what. Everybody keeps going on about Salah's goals. It's not just his goals. It's his assists and his mere presence on the pitch. Who doesn't he terrorize? Do you know who goes and opens bottles of champagne when Salah goes? Manchester United supporters. They're already celebrating.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
right.
I could see in the other streams they already celebrate. They're loving it.
The terror that he inflicts on teams like Manchester United. Do you realize how happy they are when he goes? and our owners don't seem to understand that. How do you let Salah go 6 days before well, they should try it. I mean, they should try it. If they want the demonstrations to start, they should just try it. See what happens.
Tony says, how
because
is
people are...
Yeah. One second, Uncle. Tony says, how is the Saudi League ambitious? Can't you see it? It's right in front of your face. They're buying clubs in England, and now their league is getting stronger by the day.
How are they? They're putting money in. They're investing. That's how they're ambitious. Come on.
There you go.
They bought Newcastle. They've bought Newcastle and giving them change to get a McDonald's home. How are they not ambitious?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Like I said before it started,
now the Saudis, we should all make an effort to
put players around, putting that money around all the clubs, and eventually, bang, buy out everyone, and then ship the players off, and it's going to be like a championship. It's going to be Division 1 again.
Where is the Saudi team now playing their friendly matches?
All around now. They used to be just in Asia, isn't it?
They are now playing their friendly matches in Newcastle.
There you go.
Hey presto, they are playing 2 matches in September in Newcastle. Why? They own the fucking stadium, don't they?
It's like Gary says. If you look at Gary's message, he says, said this million times, FSG aspirations are off the pitch within the infrastructure. That's why they've kept a low net spend since they came in. They are businessmen, not fans like us. I've been saying that for a long time. I remember when I met Gary. I met Gary when they first came in, and when Roy Hodgson was still there. And a few years later, a couple of years later, I said, "These guys, they're not for us, man." I think it's just when I heard John W. Henry saying, "I never knew about Liverpool. It was my assistant that brought up Liverpool to me." That's what he said. His assistant is the one who brought up Liverpool to him. If it's anything about Liverpool, he said, "I only know about the Beatles. I don't know nothing about this football club." If a person says that shows how much he cares about your football club, which is zero. Doesn't attend games. He comes once in a blue moon with his yachts and all that stuff, or helicopters and airplanes. He don't care. I don't know where these people get that he actually cares for this football club.
No.
He doesn't show any emotions. If someone cares about a football club, you'll be successful on the pitch, not off the pitch. On the pitch is the thing that comes first. Then you can work off the pitch later. But when we're at the top, competing for title, season in, season out, and then we're not maintaining that, getting players in, to get rid of the old ones and things like that, then you should realize this guy ain't here for you, man. He's just here, whatever comes in his pocket. That's what I've been saying for years, and nobody believe me when I was saying that. And now it's coming. People can see it's hitting them right in their face. People actually believed in FSG. 10 years, people. 10 years later, we're still spending the same way. Maybe got worse. Maybe got worse.
Fuzzy, if you own Liverpool, do you not show up for Liverpool, Manchester United at Anfield?
If you care.
You don't show up?
There you go.
I mean, the guy doesn't know the difference between Dua Lipa and Darwin Núñez. He doesn't know.
He doesn't.
Right? If he met Dua Lipa, he wouldn't know that she's not Darwin Núñez because they all have a fucking ponytail. He won't fucking know. Right? He doesn't give a crap. Except the only time he takes note is when his bottom line is affected. So this year, when he wanted to come and watch a match, he came to watch Liverpool West Ham at the London Stadium. That's the one he came to. So, dude is not serious. I mean, hey, you know what? Anybody can say whatever they want to say. We are where they are. We are where we are. But where we are is not good enough. It's not acceptable. You say rebuild, then you buy 2.5 players, and you tell us you are rebuilding the team.
Mess, man.
Okay.
We're all over the place, man. And anyone that's defending this, need to wake up to this, man. We're never gonna change under these owners. It's time to go. It's time to go. And I saw this today. I don't know if you guys seen this. Have you seen that, Uncle Albert, about this guy Mansour bin Ibrahim?
Yeah, he's the head of the Qatari Investment Authority.
Yeah, so he's still interested at Liverpool Football Club, from what I've heard.
Yeah, well, they should.
But are they gonna sell? They
should come and save us. They should come and save us. We need redemption. They should come and save us from these people, man. They should come and save us. But I am also aware. I'm also aware that they have previously sought to buy Liverpool, and they were asked to come and pay money for a bit part of it. I think up to 49%, and they said no, we want controlling interest. So if you're gonna sell, we buy you out and you walk out.
That's crazy, man.
So but guys, listen, Liverpool is the most valuable asset in the FSG portfolio. You know that, right?
Yeah.
That's their most valuable asset.
Exactly. It's the golden goose, like I said.
So if it's your most valuable asset, then understand that it only continues to be your most valuable asset in as much as the team remains successful on the pitch. Right? What is it that they don't get?
No, it's because our fan base is one of the best in the world, man. I'm going to follow them through thick and thin. I probably said that earlier.
Yeah.
Thick and thin, and they know this. They know this, man.
Taking advantage of the situation.
Golden goose. They just talk nonsense, talk shit the whole time. Smoke screen, and lies, and give us 4 million for a player who's excited. That's what they do. I'm telling you, that's exactly what they do. It's working. How you stop these people? If the players, the fans just don't go to the matches, man.
But the players have spoken up. As many as 4 or 5 of the senior players have said, "Go get us some new players." Yeah, when players start telling you, "Go get us some new players," you know that even in the dressing room, they know who can't and who can't, who does and who can't. So, what is their problem? What is their problem? Do they want to see the players down tools? You know, players have a very nice way of downing tools. You know, you lose, you keep losing.
Yeah.
See what Aston Villa players
Newcastle. I mean,
and Aston Villa. See what the Aston Villa players did to Stevie Gerrard. They will lose until you are sacked.
Yeah. And now look at them.
These players have a bond with Klopp, so they don't want to do what they can do.
Yeah.
Right? They have a personal bond with Klopp because of how he is with them. So they are trying hard and doing anything and everything they can. But beyond a certain point, when they don't feel like they're getting the help they need. I mean, look Do you think Alisson wants to keep picking up balls from the net in a manner in which you think Alisson wants to keep doing that? A goalkeeper of his class? You think if he was at Real Madrid, he would be facing these things?
Hell no.
Come on.
No chance. No chance.
They need to respect our players. They need to respect the manager. Look, I have my issues with Klopp, but you need to give him the respect he deserves.
Yeah.
The man doesn't ask you for eggs and then you give him tofu. He asks you for... I mean, come on, man. You know? He asks you for wagyu beef, and you give him non-HGMO homegrown sirloin.
Essential.
Yeah, what is that?
Meat. Yeah,
At least give him what he wants and let him fail. Right?
That's crazy.
He tells you he wants Guardiola. You haven't signed anybody.
They love Klopp because he doesn't say nothing. They love him.
Yeah, because they know what he signed for, at the end of the day.
Yeah, they know he's a lot. Like he himself has said, he's a loyal employee, and he said that oftentimes he's a loyal employee. Yeah. But if I were him, it gets to a point where I say, "Yo, people, if you don't give me what I want, I'm walking." And you know what happens when I walk?
Mm-hmm.
That's just it's just too much. I mean, to see how do you think Klopp feels when he sees Guardiola, a player who has openly confessed and twerked for Liverpool for about 2 years, going to play for Manchester City? How do you think he feels? How do you think he feels? How do you think he's going to feel? Give him what he needs. At one point, we're talking about Dominic Sutalo. Oh, no, we are with nothing. Where we've been spoken about Ignacio, nothing. We've spoken about Andre Gomez, nothing. Pair shoes, nothing. Now we are talking about Max Weaver. Who the fuck is that? Max fucking Weaver. Weaver. Now in the middle of the park, we are going to have Endo and Weaver. Doesn't that sound like a musical group? Sounds like Simon and Garfunkel, right? Like a bridge over troubled waters. Well, what the fuck is that? What is that? Endo and Weaver in concert at the Madison Square Garden. Crap.
Well, we can't hear you. Hello?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, Ravenat says FSG need to piss off, and if that means Klopp goes to, I'm sorry, Fozzie, he has to go We need to move on with the game. I don't know about Klopp getting lost, because if Klopp goes, we're gonna end up like the Roy Hodgson days again, Roy Evans days again. You know, things like that. And low expectations. That's what these owners want at the end of the day, guys. And if Klopp goes, be sure you're going to get someone lower than that, extremely low. So be worried. We've seen this before. All of us have seen it, Uncle Albert and Anton. I mean,
Fuzzy, if I ask you to drive from London to Edinburgh, you can get there with a Ferrari. You can get there with a Honda Civic. However you choose to get there, it's your problem.
Yeah.
But get there, you must. The not getting there is not an option. So if we can go out and make statement signings, we know we can do the Brighton model, can't we?
Yes, of course we can.
We know we can go to South America.
Anton's been saying that.
Why did I say that? If you're not going to pay the money, why don't you get... Because I said before, Uncle, right? I said in the chat before, I said, if FSG are going to be like this, they're going to be very tight with their money, right? Well, what they need to do is bring in all their scouts and sack them. And they say, why is we sacked? And then show them the model of Brighton. Show them the model of Brighton, and they'll understand. And we go and get them, and then we just get players before they're established. Bring them in our team, and then and you know what I'm saying? They have the best players there, you know, best young players, best up and coming players not even heard of, you know. How many players have they got now?
So we were linked to Alan Varela. We sent scouts to monitor Alan Varela. We never bought Alan Varela. Porto have him. Now, how much did Porto buy him? They bought him for £15 million.
Yeah.
We've done all the twerking for Andre Trinidad. We're not going to get him because of a difference of £5 million, €5 million here and there. By January, Chelsea moving or somebody else moving, they get him. We were linked with Julian Alvarez. We never got him. Man City have him. Look at what Julian Alvarez is doing. We were linked with Enzo Fernandez. We didn't get Enzo Fernandez. We didn't get Bruno Guimaraes. And the list goes on. We didn't get Caicedo. It goes on. The list goes on and on and on and on and on.
15 million.
Right. So if you can't get the Ferrari to get to Edinburgh in record time, get the Civic to get to Edinburgh in a time that's moderate enough, what are we trying to do? We're trying to stop at where we're trying to do. We're trying to stop at Birmingham and walk from Birmingham to Edinburgh. Is that what we're doing?
With no shoes.
I don't get with no shoes. Exactly. I don't get us. There are ways of going about this. So if you profess that you don't have the money or you are not willing to spend, do the other one. Because even rich Manchester City are buying the players the state of the art players, so to speak, but they are also going low. They bought Massimo Perroni, they bought Julian Alvarez, they have just bought the captain of the Uruguayan national team. I've forgotten his name, but they bought him. And incidentally, he actually plays for a team called Liverpool in Uruguay. Right? But what stops us from having going and having a sister team like Brighton does? The Brighton owner owns Union Saint-Gilloise. That's where he sends the players that he doesn't think are good enough. That's where Mitoma came from. Today, if you want to buy Mitoma, if you pay $1 million, I'll be surprised. So what is it we're not getting? So next season, you see Liverpool have been linked with Mitoma. We'll say we have been linked with Mitoma because Salah is leaving. We've been linked with Mitoma. We've been linked with Mitoma. We've been linked. Then we'll put in a bid of £90 million when we know that Brighton are asking for 100 million. Right? We won't bid 100 million. We'll bid 90 million, and then somebody else will come and get it, and then we'll say, "Oh, but we bid."
Well, we tried. Yeah.
When they put in the bid, then optimists like me will say, "Oh, wow, FSG, they want to buy." Then Fozzy will tell me, "No, you don't know what you're doing, man. They're not going to buy shit." Then I'll say, "No, Fozzy, this time they mean it." And we've been saying this time, and then Fozzy ends up being right all the fucking time, right? That's what fucking happens all the time. Fozzy's always fucking right.
No, I'm not always right, but you see the trail they left. In the past, and people don't know. You can't. Let me say something to you guys. Like, we've been fans of Liverpool Football Club for years, and if you're trying to make an old man like John W. Henry fall in love with a game right now, it's too late. He's never gonna fall in love. He's already past that stage to make him fall in love with a football club.
Old dog, new tricks, man.
It's gone. It's gone. If you don't love the game from the start, or coming to love the game, then at the age of 70, wherever he is, it's too late. You can't make him fall in love with the game anymore. Just move on from this guy, people that love this idiot. Let him go. He's done his bits. He's built the stadium. We won the Premier League. He doesn't want to move us on further. It's done. Let's go out. Let's go out and get an owner that actually cares about the club. It don't have to be Saudi Arabian owners. All I'm asking for is a little bit of ambition, guys. That's all I'm asking for. Even £30 million here, £30 million there for the player. I don't care. Just a little ambition. That's all we're asking for. Why is it so hard to understand that? This is Liverpool Football Club, and people don't understand what this club means to the fan base. There's no other club like this. Let's not.
Is there any difference between Liverpool and Charlton Athletic?
No.
We all wear red. We all wear red. Right?
They ain't.
Our red is a little redder than theirs, but we all wear red.
Yeah, they got more white than the red.
There's a little white in there.
Yeah.
Manchester United spent £55 million plus add-ons on that do-nothing Mason Mount.
There you go.
Mason fucking Mount. Mason F. Mount. said they spent 55 million pounds on that dude. They spent, like I said, 72 million on that pancake Hoyland, right? They spent 73 million pounds on that tulip Jadon Sancho, right? Jadon Sancho is the only player I've heard whose manager just tells him, your mind is not right, go and pick tulips in the Netherlands and come back. Okay? They spent money. They spent 80 million pounds on Harry Kane, right? Harry freaking Kane, right? Harry Kane should be acting in the next James Bond movie as the bad guy because he ends up injuring his own teammates.
Harry Maguire.
Maguire, sorry. Harry Maguire. And I mean, they keep spending. Spent 65 million pounds on this guy, Casemiro. Look at his cheeks. Casemiro went on holiday. He came back. His cheeks were bloated. I wonder what he was eating on the holiday. Right? At least
Liverpool chef was a Liverpool chef.
Right. And we always have an excuse. Always. Now we've got Mr. Miyagi. And they are telling us that he was the best DM in the Bundesliga. Meanwhile, nobody ever bought him. Nobody saw enough to buy him.
Yeah.
Right? And year after year, he was fighting relegation with Stuttgart. I'm not saying he's not good. I'm not saying he's good.
Yeah.
He's the best thing since sliced bread. He's good. But Liverpool needs ambition. If we want to climb back into the heady heights of challenging the likes of Man City and Newcastle, look, like I've told you, you watch. If we lose to Newcastle, watch out for the meltdown and see the speed with which they'll try to go find somebody. If we win, you'll see the victory lap. It will be more than Shakari. It will be more than Shakari Richardson's victory lap after she won the 100 meters in the World Championship. She won the 100 meters and then she ran 800 meters worth of victory lap and insulted everybody who doubted her. I mean, this doesn't sit right. It doesn't sit right. I mean, if you're a Liverpool supporter, this cannot sit right.
How can you sit back and watch this and it's a norm? That's why I don't. Listen, Albert and Uncle Albert and Antoine. Maybe it's the age. Maybe that's what it is. You know what I mean? Maybe they see it differently. Maybe to us,
it's part of it.
But the thing is, Uncle Albert, don't use Bill Shankly's quotes if you're not part of a successful team. Bill Shankly built this club from the toilet, as he said. It was a toilet when he first got there. That's what he said.
Exactly.
Don't forget that, people. And he built it to a point of invisibility. We're the only English team that actually been consistently winning the league and the Champions League at the same time. Man United hasn't done that. Chelsea hasn't done that. Man City hasn't done that. So think about it that way. This is how big this club is. And if you're not reaching that height, don't ever use Bill Shankly's quotes. You know what I mean? Because this is not what he built it for. Us accepting an outsider who doesn't care about this football club's opinion. And then you're talking about something that happened 13 years ago. They saved us. You got to let it go. Saving only happens in that moment. But you got to move on from it if the ownership don't share the same ambitions as you. You got to move away. You can't keep going back to that. I mean, that's 13 years ago now. Let's move. Every club... In that 13 years, Man City have become bigger. You know, like teams like that. Leicester have won the league. You know, I mean, teams like this are doing stuff that Liverpool should be doing on a consistent basis. But yeah, we sit back and say, yeah, it's okay. It's normal. Yeah. We believe in FSG. No, FSG is done. I'm done, man. I can't take this anymore, people. I'm so angry with them. It's making me just like lose control of myself now, man. It's not fair. It's not fair to us, man. If someone doesn't care about my football club, I'm not here to support you anymore. Now I'm done. If you're supporting this nonsense, don't talk to me anymore about it.
Every morning you wake up and you want to hear some good news.
Exactly, bro. We shouldn't be
this
doing
morning,
that.
I woke up and we were looking to buy Matt's wafer.
Oh.
And I said to myself, who the fuck is Matt's wafer? If you notice, I put it in our WhatsApp chat. I said, who is he? What does he do? Matt's fucking wafer. And so I went to Google. I've watched football my whole life. and I had to go look for Mats Weaver. I shouldn't be looking for Mats Weaver. If he's anybody who's anybody, I shouldn't be looking for him. Right? I shouldn't be looking for him, and neither should anybody who supports Liverpool. We don't even know Mats Weaver. But that's what they want to do.
To be fair, this morning, right, I woke up. It's the first time this morning. I woke up this morning. I didn't even look at who was coming by. I didn't even look. I didn't even check.
Man. There's no point, man.
Today, I thought there's no point. There's just no point.
It's tiring, mate. It's tiring watching the same thing season in, season out, hoping. Liverpool fans should not be hoping. Why are we hoping? We have the right to bloody compete in the transfer market. How can we lose to... I don't give a shit how much Chelsea spent, guys. How can we lose to them in a transfer? How? Well, come on, man. What club are you at?
Because these people are seeing the model, man. They're seeing the model. They're not seeing the club. They see clubs here. It's a nice club, you know what I mean? I like that. I like this. Then they see, look, these owners are tight. Yeah, I'm not going there. Because they want money, man.
It's like, listen, Emmanuel Petit came out today and said it. Like, it was never about loving Chelsea and all this stuff. People are hearing he's a Chelsea fan, putting his mum in the boot of a car. He's wearing Chelsea when he's young, and then he comes back again in another boot, and they're wearing Chelsea. No, come on, man. Yeah. Everyone wears football kits around the world. That doesn't mean they support those clubs. Me and Anton used to wear Barcelona tops. It doesn't mean we support Barcelona. There you go. There you go. You know what I mean? Big up, 1892 Reds, man. Big up. Guys, we're going to end it, obviously. The show has been great. Thank you for coming on, Uncle Albert and Anton, of course. We're going to go to the preview. So if you guys still want to do that, or do you guys want to cut it now?
Let's go, bro.
Preview,
let's
go. Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, apologies about my microphone. I don't know what is going on in the last couple of days. It's been weird. Very, very strange.
It's an FSG appointed microphone.
Yeah, I think FSG done this to me too. Okay, let's do this. So let's preview the game. Uncle Albert, I'll start with you, of course, because you know a lot about the game. You just mentioned it earlier. What statement can we make if we win this game on Sunday? Does it make us like
I said, it's a tale of two cities. Pardon my Dickinsonian anecdote, but it's a tale of two cities. If we win, there's going to be a lot of gloating from the I told you so folks that somehow or the other, Endo is the Wagyu beef we've been missing. Yeah. If we lose, there will be war, civil war, total meltdown. It will be like melt fucking down, right? Because somebody didn't get a DM. But I tell you what, on balance, Newcastle in their stadium, with some of the players they have, clearly they are favorites.
Yeah, let's look at that. Good point. As you came into
they have Bruno Guimaraes. They have Guimaraes, who, in my view, is the best DM in the league, apart from Rodri. Bar none. Suffice it to say, he was built to come to Liverpool, and we rejected him. So that
another one we rejected. I've heard about that. Yeah.
So that we could renew Hendo and Milner.
Yeah.
Hendo.
Can you believe it, Anton?
That's on Klopp, though. That's on Klopp, right? His loyalty stakes. That's on Klopp. But then they have Sandro Tonali. We've seen Tonali in 2 matches, and I think we all can make up our mind about his quality. They have a resurgent Joe Linton, who now, because of good coaching and the fact that he's been firmly told, hey, you were never going to be a good striker, come and play the midfield. He's now a Brazilian international. They have Almiron. And then for me, they have the best striker in the league in terms of pure football. Forget about Haaland. Isaac is expert at breaking the lines, getting behind defenders, playing on the shoulder.
Spot on.
And when he needs to go back and retrieve his own ball, he can easily do it.
He reminds me of a young Ibrahimovic, you know.
Exactly.
Ibrahimovic.
Very technical.
Well, they are from the same. They are from the same country, so maybe he's taking lessons from his mentor. Another thing is 6
I know.
foot
Sorry, JK. I'm trying to sort it out, mate. Is the cracking noise still there, guys, or is it gone?
It's a little bit, but it's okay. I can hear you.
Yeah, I can't do nothing about it. But
Don't
carry
worry.
on, Club.
So he's 6'4". He's a big fucking strapping dude. So you can't bully him. See what he did to Tyrone Mings? Tyrone Mings now has an ACL. So you can't bully him. Okay? So they also have a very, very good goalkeeper. I don't care what anybody says about Newcastle. They were the meanest team in the league last year in terms of giving up goals. Yeah, we beat them home and away.
Yeah.
But I'm just giving you who and what they are.
Mm-hmm.
I've not even spoken about Kieran Trippier yet. So it's not going to be an easy match. But Liverpool also have the famous 5 forwards who can touch any team at any time. And on their day, they can cause absolute mayhem. We've now added Alexis and Zoboslai, who, to all intents and purposes, are just absolutely fantastic players. Okay, I can't say enough for them and what they can do. But we still have a problem with the DM position, and it doesn't. We're not going to get one before Sunday. So Endo is going to start in the DM position. We also have a fullback named Trent, who doesn't want to play fullback.
Yep.
So at the best and worst of times, you find him in the middle, whether we are supposed to be defending or attacking. He's just not there. Sometimes he can just give away the ball and we're scored on. So it's going to be a battle of wills and wits. I think Newcastle as our favorites as we speak, simply because they are playing in their home, that raucous crowd at Tyneside, and the way their supporters support their team, they are favorites. But if our boys have shown us anything at all, at the time when we think that they are most vulnerable, that's when they stand up and fight. It will depend on Klopp's tactics. I think Klopp should use Nunes.
Is it the pace and all that stuff? Like you could get behind them and that? Yeah.
You use Nunes because you need to want to keep their defenders honest.
Occupied,
That separation in between the midfield and the defenders for Zoboslai and Alexis to be able to operate. We need that. Let's hope Endo is who they say he is, and he's the Yakuza king that they say he is. So that he can so that he can work in the midfield and keep things tidy in the middle. Let's hope Trent is told by the coach that today is a day when you sit back and play full back, or I toss you. Let's hope that's the day, because we cannot allow Almiron to run riot simply because
it's gonna be that boy. It's gonna be Harvey Barnes on that side, and he's
even worse, right?
Even worse. He likes to run. Harvey Barnes. He loves to run.
Even
quick.
worse.
He's very quick.
Or Anthony Gordon.
Yeah.
So
that midfield is impressive now, isn't it? If you look at Newcastle, they worked on it.
So pick your poison. It's not going to be an easy day. No. So we better get ready.
Anton, what do you think, mate, in this game? You look at their starting lineup, man. Since we faced them last time, they've improved, mate. They've improved.
What can I say? I think Uncle's right. I think I'll play a thing up front. I'll play Nunes up front. Just because his pace and he runs, he never gives up, and his unpredictability.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll play him. I'll definitely play him up top. So,
I see this as the lineup. Klopp is a very stubborn man, you know what I mean? So I can see him doing a lineup like this, to be fair, guys.
What's
You-
your lineup, Foz?
There you go. It's there. It's Alisson in goal, Trent as a right back, Konate and Van Dijk, and then Robertson at the left back, and then you got Endu right in front of them. McAllister is back, obviously, after that suspension he's supposed to have. They rescinded it. Yeah. And we got Soboslai there with Jota, because Jota scored. He's going to play him again, of course. And we got Diaz and Salah next to him.
yeah, right. He's going to play Jota again. But
Yeah, you know he's gonna. You guys know he's gonna play him. So because he scored, he scored.
He
He
shouldn't.
scored.
He shouldn't.
Why
He
not?
should. Jota has always shown he plays better coming on as an impact player. He shouldn't. He should play Gakpo. Listen, go back, guys. Go back and watch our match against Newcastle at Tyneside.
Yeah.
Who was the best player in our team? It was Gakpo.
Yeah.
he
He holds it up. He comes deep, collects the
Yeah.
ball, moves forward with
Yeah.
it. All
He scored
finesse.
as well. Did he score? Did he score?
Play him.
Did he score?
And he scored. Yeah, play him.
Yeah, he did score, yeah.
I won't play Jota. I won't play Jota. In fact, if anything, I thought you should play Nunes as the centre forward. I won't play Jota at all. Obviously, you can't drop Diaz with his form. You can't drop Diaz. You can't drop Salah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it depends. I mean, he must. He will play Gakpo. He doesn't drop Gakpo. He'll play Gakpo.
Yeah. Somewhere, somehow. Yeah.
I think Diaz starts from the bench again. So.
Who Diaz?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Diaz starts from the bench again. That's what
And
happens.
we're going to put Jota on the left.
Jota should come in after a while, man, when somebody's tired.
But
He
you
was-
know, Uncle Albert, he's gonna play him. He's gonna play him. He's gonna play him.
We're
That's
gonna
how.
put-
That's,
He's gonna
But,
play him.
but you're
He's
right- you're
gonna
right what
play
you're
him
saying,
and
though.
drop Gakpo. If he's gonna listen first, if Endo is gonna start, he either has to drop Gakpo or Jota. Who does he drop?
yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
That's true.
if he starts Jota, I'll be surprised. I'll be really surprised. I'll be saying, "Yo, this guy, man,
Mm-hmm.
he
No,
must."
but the reason I'm saying that, Uncle Albert, is because he scored a goal. Like, you know, when players score goals, Klopp is that type of manager who will give you
But he
some
was
more
also
opportunities.
very wasteful. No,
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
he was getting in people's way and what have you. I mean,
Yeah.
he doesn't get to drop. Look, with the front five that you showed me,
Mm-hmm.
there are 4 of them he can't drop. Okay, so forget that. The dispute now is who is in the center. It's either Jota, Nunes, or Gakpo. Whilst it's a good problem to have, I think of all of those 3, the one who is ahead of all of those 3 is Gakpo.
Yeah. 100%.
He may
But-
also choose. He may also choose not to start Endo. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised at all.
Yeah, true. Oh, there's a lot, man.
But against the midfield that the Newcastle guys have, if he doesn't start Endo, I'll begin to wonder. So why the hell did you buy him?
You know what? You're right. I think he's gonna start Gakpo. Gakpo's a size as well, and I think he's gonna use him for his height and his power and his strength. Because they're gonna have Joe Wilton in midfield. They're gonna have Tonali in midfield. Ramirez. These are they're all 6 footers, right?
Yeah.
And good on the ball. So I think he's gonna play Gakpo as well. So Jota's gonna come on. Maybe. Yeah, it's a start. Salah obviously is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I think Gakpo, yes. Gakpo, Diaz. Oh my God.
But I agree with Uncle Albert though, man. These type of games, you do need someone like Diaz, unpredictable, pacey. You know what I mean? You don't know what he's gonna do with the ball. You know what I mean? So, but he did score last season, as I remember, as Gakpo did as well. I remember Salah chipped the ball through to Gakpo and he slotted it in, and I think Trent done a long ball towards Nunes and he hit it straight away. Yeah. So we have got a good record against Newcastle, guys. You know what I mean? So at their grand, because they have to come out in it. They don't stay in. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting game in my opinion. But it depends on that midfield. Like Uncle Albert
Are we
said,
away?
we're away. It depends on the midfield as well. we have to
It's
battle
gonna
them in that
be
midfield.
it's gonna be a gunfight at the OK Corral,
Yeah.
man. It's a shootout.
Yeah.
Okay, corral. It's gonna be a shootout.
Shootout.
Yeah, we leak goals as well. We can get goals, but we leak goals.
We leak a lot of goals, yeah.
I mean,
Guys,
heck, man.
before we go, Uncle Albert, you start with you. Score prediction, please.
I think Newcastle have an advantage, but I'm a Liverpool supporter, so I can't say we'll lose. I think we'll win like 3-2.
Anton?
I might go for a draw again, you know.
Yeah.
I might go for a draw again.
What's score?
2-2. High scoring.
Okay. Anton, where can people find you, brother?
Oh yeah. On Instagram mostly, or on this channel.
Yeah.
On this channel, so lovely. Touch the like button and then subscribe. Don't have to smash it. Just have to press the button. That's it. Press the button. And then do it nicely. Or Instagram.
It's been a great show, man. I mean, I'm sorry about the mic, guys. I know that's irritating as well. Like, I don't know what's going on.
That's what happens when you accept microphones from FSG.
Uncle Albert, I know where I can find you, but can you tell the people where they can find you?
I'm not hard to find. I'm not hard to find. I'm stuck in my hotel room in parts unknown, man. I'm not hard to find. If you're looking for me, it's easy to find me. Ask all my good friends; they'll tell you where to find me. No problem.
No problem, sir.
Uncle Rod's, Uncle Fo's. You know, all the geriatrics. We are the geriatrics club. Look for us. We are not hard to find.
Big up.
The Liverpool OGs.
We all stick together.
Yeah, man. We all stick together, bro.
Yes, people. Thank you. Like I said, I apologize for the mic. I don't know what's going on. I'll sort it out. Next time I come on, it'll be better. The next time we'll be on, I think it's a watch along. I'll try it tomorrow, maybe 9 o'clock again, but it's more likely the watch along.
Well, Klopp's press conference is tomorrow, isn't it? So
I'm going to work, unfortunately, Uncle Albert, so it's going to be difficult for me to do that. Normally I do that, innit? So, yeah, the next one will be this one, people. Let me bring Uncle Albert back. There you go. The next one is this one, the watch along. I'm not going to be there, but someone else is going to obviously present it and host it and everything like that. So please tune in. The game is about 4:30, I think, on Sunday. So be there before then. I think they're going to analyze the game before the hand and all that stuff, probably an hour before. So please, just tune into the channel. But you never know. Tomorrow I might come back. You know, I might decide to get angry again, come back and do some stuff like this. So it's been an hour 48 minutes. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate all the chat, and we'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. Take care.